Good afternoon, everybody. Hell's Unicorn here, and I just wanted to touch upon the recent event of Congresswoman Giffords being shot. This happened actually yesterday, I believe. And from what I understand, Congresswoman Giffords is a Democrat from the state of Arizona. I had absolutely no knowledge of this woman whatsoever until just today. Now, there's a couple things I want to cover here. I first found out about this while I was just flipping the channels, and I came across this. I think it was on CNN. They were covering the story, and they weren't releasing much information about the person that shot Miss Giffords, other than the name was Jared Lee Loughner, I think is how you pronounce it. They weren't giving any details about the guy. They didn't really cover much of anything. But there is something rather odd going on here, and I figured this out soon after when I came onto YouTube and I checked on Montagraph's channel. Montagraph is one of the few bloggers on YouTube that I actually have 100% confidence in, and I know a lot of people are thinking I chose a pretty strange person as my most trusted blogger, but he always sources his stuff, and he always parses the news with an equal amount of skepticism, no matter where he's getting it from, even if he's getting it from so-called dissenting media like Alex Jones and so forth. He is very critical, and he is very thorough, let's just put it that way. So anyway, I go over to Montagraph's channel, and I've got the link to the video in the description. I'm going to put this as a response to his video as well. But I went and I checked this for myself. Apparently, Congresswoman Gifford's YouTube channel is subscribed to the channel of Jared Lee Loughner. The name of his channel is Class It Up 10, and he has got 5 uploads thus far. And these videos have, a couple of them have a few 100,000 views, and 2 of them have over 1 million views. I'm willing to venture to guess that most of these views occurred within the last day after this event occurred. Now, because I am not familiar with Congresswoman Reynolds, I have no idea whether or not her channel was subscribed to this guy's channel or not. But if it was subscribed to this channel before all of this happened, this explains a lot. I mean, there are, if you're subscribed to the channel of somebody who tries to kill you and it's before the fact, it's probably because there's something going on that we don't know about. I remember all of these stories that came out years ago about these older women seducing these younger men, and I don't know if that was what was going on here, but this is really odd. Let's just put it that way. And another thing is that this, if this happened afterwards, this obviously would mean that somebody other than her is running the YouTube channel. What is the purpose for subscribing to the channel of a person who is responsible for the attempted assassination of your employer? This just strikes me as very, very odd. I mean, could it be that it's just a link up to the YouTube channel for purposes of investigation? Is it something else? I have no idea. But this entire thing is just really strange. I mean, I really wish that they would show statistics on how many, when each view to a channel or to a video came in, so you could track exactly when the trends went up, because it looks like to me that if it's the latter case and this was linked to for the purpose of an investigation, then it would likely follow that Mr. Loughner committed this act as a means of attention seeking, which means that he's a nut job. He's out there with John Hinckley and all of these other people that have done these assassination attempts solely for the purpose of getting attention or because they're suffering from some form of psychosis. And this brings me to my next and final point. One of the other websites that I visited with connection to this particular event was the first one to pop up in the Google search. And this website is DelawareLiberal.net, and you can tell by the title that it's an ideologically slanted website. And it's linked to the Huffington Post, which is where the article that it cites where it originated from. And we got a whole host of comments here talking about the alleged culpability of the Tea Partiers in assassinating this Congresswoman. Now, to those of us who actually do research and notice all of these strange things going on, you know, logic has to take over. And I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There's no logic in politics, especially when it comes to ideological people like this. But I've provided a link to the channel, to the website. Go over there, read the comments on here, and ask yourself a question. Who is crazier, in your opinion? Is it Jared Lee Loughner, or is it the people posting on this page? Because I'm having a hard time figuring it out. Yes, Loughner actually followed through on his craziness and tried to kill somebody, but these people, I would venture to guess that these people, because of how crazily ideological they are, that they could be equally as dangerous. So, you know, maybe there is something to the whole gun control argument after all, except for in my case, I would say just keep guns out of the hands of liberals. Or neo-libs. I would argue that left-wing libertarians can probably be responsible gun owners, but the people on this site, I wouldn't trust them with a potato gun. So anyway, that does it for today. So until next time, with prudence to myself and benevolence to all of you, good evening.